to another video, and we have some more Dino Dex news, and well, this one is actually pretty interesting. So yeah, let's jump into this. So you know about this article that was just posted, well, yesterday, about Dino Dex getting its full release date, and I'll put that in the description if you guys want to go see that video. But anyways, Sinking Ship on their Instagram, they decided to actually make a post about, well, the article, and you can see it just shows the article with like a dirt background, but in the bottom left, you can see there's a render of a dinosaur. The thing is that we've never seen this dinosaur before. So, what is this dinosaur? And in this video, I am going to actually give my opinion on what I believe this is. So, first when I saw this, I thought that this was a Morris Intrepidus, but there are a few things wrong with that. That this cannot be a Morris Intrepidus, since, well, Morris Intrepidus, you know, has typical theropod feet, but if you look at this guy, it's kind of blurry, but you can see that it actually has a sickle claw, which means it has to be some sort of dromaeosaur, and Morris Intrepidus is a tyrannosaur, so you know it can't be a Morris Intrepidus. Then I thought it could possibly be a Utahraptor, though I do somewhat think that's unlikely due to the fact that this guy has a pretty slender skull, while on the other hand, Utahraptor has a pretty robust skull, so I do not think that this is Utahraptor. Then it landed on this possibly being Velociraptor. And the thing with this being Velociraptor is that I genuinely, the skull matches up pretty nicely, and a few other things which we'll get on in a second, but yeah. First, I'm going to just go over the traits of this thing. I'm going to start at the bottom and make my way to the top. So first, we already know sickle claw. This thing also has blue skin on its hands and feet, which is pretty interesting. It also lacks wing feathers, which is what you would expect on a dromaeosaur, but I think I actually have an explanation why it lacks wing feathers of any sort. And we also can't see the tail, so we don't know if it has like a tail fan of feathers, but anyways. It also has a white body with brown stripes, which is also interesting, which we'll talk about that more in a second. It has a yellow face, a slender skull, and something pretty interesting is that if you look at the front of the mouth, it actually looks like it has an egg tooth, which if you don't know what an egg tooth is, most reptiles, and I believe some birds, have a little tooth that's on the end of their face, and pretty much they use it to cut open the egg that they are hatching out of, and they use it to pretty much just be able to get out of the egg, and then it usually falls off shortly after that. But it looks like it has an egg tooth, which means this is a very young dinosaur. But anyways, besides that, it also seems to have some gray, blue, or possibly green feathers on the top of its head. But yeah, these traits may lead me to believe that this is Velociraptor for a few reasons. First thing, the colorations, which there are a select few dinosaurs which I decided to call the Dan's dinosaurs, and we had two species from there finally introduced into the show. First being Pachycephalosaurus, which appeared in Dino Dan the movie, which the original design is pretty much just completely blue with a white stomach and white head, while in the Dino Dan the movie it is still completely blue except it has a white stripe and also has a red head. So that's pretty interesting. And then Ankylosaurus is actually being introduced in Dino Dex, but we don't have too good of an image of it. But from what we can tell, it actually does seem somewhat similar to the original, since the original is all purple. Well, this one does seem to have some purples, but also some other colors thrown in there as well. So you may be wondering, why do I think that this could be a baby Velociraptor? The colors don't quite match. Well, there's two things. First thing, the skin on this thing actually does have, well, a blue tone to them on the hands and on the feet. Though the head is not yellow, I believe this Velociraptor has a little bit of yellow hues, and maybe they do change the design, so maybe they did add a little bit of yellow in there. That could also explain why the feathers are white with brown stripings, is that it either is just, well, they changed the design to have white feathers and brown striping, or it's the fact that the juveniles may have a different color scheme compared to the adults, which they haven't really done that with any of the dinosaurs yet, though I do think it is possible that maybe the juvenile Velociraptors just have a different color scheme from the adults. So generally, those are what lead me to believe that this is a hatchling Velociraptor, though to be fair, this really could be any hatchling dromaeosaur, including a Utahraptor. This could just be what the juvenile Utahraptors look like, just we don't know. And we really will not know until the show comes out and we see this guy, or we get something official from Sinking Ship Compartment what this thing is. But yeah, I generally do believe that this is going to be a baby Velociraptor. But comment down below what you guys think of this new species. What do you think it's going to be a Utahraptor? Do you think it's going to be a juvenile? Also, something I forgot to mention is that the thing that may be an egg tooth also may just be a large scoot, and this could just be an adult. But again, we will not know. But anyways, I will see you guys in the next video, and Goodbye.